Hi, welcome to my video on the introduction to series. A series, well, let's look at a sequence. A sequence could be 1, 3, 5, 7, and continuing on. And a series is the sum of the terms of a sequence. So you have 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. So the sum of 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, etc. continues on. If we have a sequence of 80, 70, 60, 50, then is 80 plus 70 plus 60 plus 50 and plus whatever other numbers is in the sequence. A series is an indicated sum of the terms of a sequence. It's a sum, indicated term. We'll explain that now. S denotes sum. Sum starts with S, so this big S indicates sum. So S1 is the sum of term of the first term. And S2 is the sum of the first two terms. Of a sequence. S3 is the sum of the first three terms of a sequence. And continue on, and Sn is the sum of the first n terms. So the sequence can go on for 20 terms, 30 terms, 40 terms. So n is whatever that number of terms you want to have the sum to be. Find each if the sequence is 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, and so on. So the S3 stands for the sum of the first three. So it's 2 plus 5 plus 8. So that sum ends up to be 15 when you add them up. S6 is the sum of the first six. 2, 5, oh, I better put a plus. Sum means add. Better not put commas. 11 plus 14 plus 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the first six right there for our 17. And if you add all them up, you'll get a 57. Now, what about the sum of the first four minus the sum of the first two? Let's get the sum of the first four. So that's 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11. And that sum, if you add it up, is 10, 15 is 26, 19 and 7 is 26. And the sum S2 is the sum of the first two. So it's 2 plus 5 is 7. And so S4 subtract S2 is 26 subtract 7. So the sum is, the difference of the sums is 19. And if you think about it, just think about it a little bit further. I have that there. Let's look at it. The sum of the first four are these numbers, 2, 5, 8, and 11. Subtract the sum of the first two, which is 2 and 5. So that means that you're left with the four terms, subtract these two terms, that's 8 plus 11, which is also, think about it that way, gives you 19. So series is the sum of the terms of a sequence. And let's do some more. Find S4 if Tn equals 5n plus 1. So we get the sum of the first four terms. So T1 would be, n is 1. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. T2 would be 4. N is 2. So I'm putting 2 in the place of n. That's an 8 plus 1 is 9. And T3 is, I say 4. Now, you wouldn't believe it, but I don't know where I have 4 at, but it's supposed to be a 5. And that's a 5. Sorry, I don't know where I got the 4 from, but again, that's my brain working or not working. So that's a 11. So this is a 5. 3 plus 1, 15 plus 1 is 16. And we got 4 terms, so T4 is 5 times 4 plus 1. And that's 20 plus 1 is 21. So the sum of the terms is 6 plus 11 plus 16 plus 21, and that sum is 54. Again, that's a 5. Apologize. I put a 4 there just then. Don't know why, but one of those things happens to my brain. And find the sum of the first 3 terms of this sequence. So S is the sum, but we need to find the terms. So T1 is negative 4, 1, minus 2. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. And we got to find each term. So T2 is negative 4, 2 minus 2. Negative 8 minus 2, negative 10. And term 3, negative 4, 3 minus 2, negative 12 minus 2 is negative 14. And the sum of the 3 terms is negative 6 plus negative 10 plus negative 14, and that adds up to 16, negative 30 is the sum. And notice, again, just to remind you, this is an arithmetic sequence. That's A, B plus C. Notice the difference. The A is the difference, and the difference is you're adding on 5. So 6 is the first term, add on 5 is 11, add on 5, 16, add on 5 is 21. And also, this is an arithmetic sequence. Tn is A, n plus B, so the difference is negative 4, so that means going down by 4. So negative 6, down by 4 is negative 10, down by 4 is negative 14. Just wanted to, and notice, we want the sum. Tn is n squared, that's a quadratic, so we want the 6 terms. So that's T1 is 1 squared, which is 2. T2 is n is 2. 2 squared is 2 times 2 is 4. T3 is 3 being squared. 3 squared is 9. T4 is 4 squared. We keep going right up to 6. 4 squared is 16. T5 is 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. And we also have a T6 and 6 squared. 6 times 6 is 36. So the sum of the 6 terms is, oh, notice again, look, why do I do that? 1 squared, I call it 2. Again, apologize. Stay with me. I make those little errors. And so the terms are 1, add on 4, add on 9, add on 16, add on 25, add on 36. When you add all those up, you can add them up in your head or with a calculator, you'll get a 91. A 91, and again, if you add whatever way you add, I add in tens. 1 plus 9 is 10. 4 and 16 is 20, so that's a 30. A 30, and that's a 55, and 36 is 91. And let's work out another one. Remember, you can also pause your video at any time and work these out. Find the sum of the first 5 terms of this sequence. So again, T1 is 2 to the 1, which is 2. T2 is 2 to the 2, which is 4. T3 is 2 to the 3, so that's 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. T4 is 2 to the 4, and notice you're doubling each time. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, and T5 is 2 to the 5. 16 times 2 is 32, and we want to get the sum of all those terms is 2 plus a 4 plus an 8 plus a 16 plus a 32. And again, that's a 10, that's 30, and that adds up to be 62. Let's continue. Just reviewing the idea of a sum. S, the sum, is a series, the sum of terms of a sequence. And again, pause your video if you wish. Find S4. That's the sum of the first 4 terms of this sequence. So T1, 8, 1/2, and 1 minus 1. 8, 1/2, 0. A half to the 0 is 1, so that gives us 8. And T2 is 8, 1/2, 2 minus 1. We work out our power first. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Half to the 1 is half. And half of 8 is 4. And T3, 8, 1/2. 3 minus 1, 8, 1/2. 3 minus 1 is 2. And a half squared, a half times a half is a quarter. And 4 and 8 cancels out 2 times. And T4 is 8, 1/2. 4 minus 1, 8, 1/2. 4 minus 1 is 3. And 1/2 cubed, because we've got to do the power first. 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/8. And the 8's cancel, and I get a 1. Remember, the 4 cancels in the 8 twice. 2 cancels in the 8 4, so these cancel out. And the sum, S4, of this sequence is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, and that adds up to 15. Also, notice that this is if you think about it, the sum, this is like geometric because that's a ratio. You're going down by a half each time. So 8, half of 8 is 4, half of 4 is 2, half of 2 is 1, because the ratio is a half. And another one to do. An arithmetic sequence has T1 is 14 and a common difference of a -3. Find the sum of the first 6 terms. Well, I can do it 2 ways. The first term is 14, and the difference is an arithmetic, so the difference is a -3, so take off 3 here, and you get 11. Take off 3 again, and you get an 8. Subtract 3 again, you get a 5. Subtract 3 again, you get a 2. And subtract 3 again, you get a -1. So the sum of the first 6 terms is 14 plus 11 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus -1. And if you add all them up, try it with your calculator or your head, you're going to get a 39. But there's another way. I did it by noticing it's an arithmetic sequence and the common difference between terms, so this is going down by 3. We could have also done it this way. Tn is T1 plus n minus 1d. T1 is 14 plus n minus 1. The difference is a -3. So that's 14. -3 times n is -3n. -3 times -1 is +3. So Tn becomes negative 3 plus 17. And that means you can now, using this formula, you can work out all those terms. I'll just do a couple. T1 is negative 3, 1 plus 17. That's negative 3 plus 17 is 14. And T2 would be negative 3, 2, 17, negative 6 plus 17 is, and you're going down by 17 to 6 is 11. And you keep on going. So you could do this 6 times like this and pick up all those terms, or you could do it this way. But whatever way you do it, if you do it by doing T3 again, and then T4, and then T5 and T6, then you still get all of those terms that you're going to add up. But notice, you started with a 14, and you're going down by 3 in an arithmetic sequence. So you easy to subtract 3 and add them up quickly. So that's just explaining what we're going to do in terms of a series. Series is the sum of the terms of a sequence. So if you like my video, click the like button, subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. And that's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.